because if we look like as HR, if we look at the CV, we don't understand what is the max point, so we cannot kind of evaluate you. You have to put like the max value, and also put any scholarships, any awards, any certifications that you have that are relevant to this job. So for example, if you're applying to something connected to finance, and you have the CFA or CPA certificate, which is like finance related or like accounting related certificate, you have to put it into your education part, not into any other part. Also for internship as well, of course, we have the company, we have the position, and the most important part that I've learned like recently, and I think that it really makes sense to kind of help you not use too much space, but be concise, put only what you did personally. So what I mean by this is, do not put that I was involved in a project on electric vehicles. You'd rather analyzed the electric vehicle markets in Beijing. Okay, so this is like from this part of my head, like a literally like example. I hope that you understand what I mean. So just put something really concise and what you really did by yourself, because usually in the interviews you are going to be asked about your experience that you put on the CV, and it's better to put the one that you really care about, the one which is really valuable, and the one which you did independently, because this is showing that you can work independently and that you are able to finish the tasks in a good quality by yourself without the help of other managers in your company. And also try to put more quantitative information. So for example, if we talk about the events that you were organizing within your internship, don't just write I organized events for IT department. You'd better write something like organized more than 10 events for the IT department. So put some numbers, make it have some weight, quantitative weight. This is something which is really liked by companies, interns. I don't know why, but like this is how it works in China. For entrepreneurship part, if you have entrepreneurship experience, of course, put it on. So it's your time to shine. CV is your tool to shine. Show that you have leadership qualities, show what you have been doing, which achievements you got. It's very crucial that you do that. For extracurricular activities, same. Put what you have done by yourself or with a team, that you were leading a team or you were the part of the core team. And most importantly, put the achievements and the value that you created by your extracurricular activities. And for skills, of course, you have to put your languages, you have to put technologies that you are the frequent user of, and that you really feel comfortable with. So do not just put the common kind of situation in China, like people would write, I'm a fluent user of Microsoft Office, which is actually not good, because like Microsoft Office has so many applications, and I'm pretty sure that some of you would not even know all of them. So if we talk about PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, and Microsoft Excel, just put these. Don't write Microsoft Office, otherwise it's also going to be a bit awkward. And the last part for my talk is common steps in hiring and how to get prepared. So the types of assessments that we have in China specifically are really variable. So they're integrated into hiring processes. Some companies have all of them. Some companies have some of them. Some companies don't have any of them, just have a real quick call. But like usually, at least we have the interview, of course. So these are all types of assessments that help the company to get a better understanding of you as a candidate. So specifically, we have ability tests, written tests, interviews, case studies, and business simulation. These are the common types. So ability test is, for example, maybe someone of you had the experience of having those kind of real quick tests that you get from the companies. It's usually from internet companies. So you will have, for example, 20 minutes to accomplish it online. And it's going to have a part in logic. So they're going to, for example, give you the pictures, find the logical pattern. There are going to be numbers. So they will give you some numericals. For example, you have to be really quick in counting. So like a game style. You may have some critical thinking, like they will give you some paragraph and you have to draw a conclusion. Like they will have 4 conclusions, you have to choose 1 conclusion. So this is basically what an ability test is. Written test, it's more based on the task, on the tasks that you're going to perform. So for example, if you apply for a product manager, so in your written test, you might probably get a task on a client who wants to have a product for pets, like, I don't know, and they ask you to make some cool product which is not on the market, and you just have to come up with a cool idea within 30 minutes and write it out and give some kind of plan for the development of this product. For the interviews, we have individual interviews and group interviews. And also we have behavioral interviews and discussion interviews. So I'm not going to describe what is individual and group interview. Groups are usually no more than 8 people plus interviewer or 2 interviewers. For behavioral interview, it's when you're asked questions about your attitude to work, about your personal experience. It's usually when you have to describe something. So it should have usually the questions like, describe the situation where you had pressure and how did you solve it. Describe the situation where you had a conflict with your coworker and how did you solve it. So it's basically the questions of the interview when you have to show yourself and how you deal with the problems or how you come up with solutions and everything. For the discussion, it's usually the group interview discussion. So your group is going to get a task. You're going to have, for example, 30 to 60 minutes to discuss, when the interviewer is going to just overview the process of your discussion and draw some conclusions about you as a candidate. And also there might be this kind of like a case study also, so just making you shine over there. So case study itself, it's when you're one-to-one with the interviewer and you're solving the case. It's usually for the consulting industry. I'm pretty sure the folks that are interested in consulting, they know what I'm talking about. So you get the problem, you have to solve it within 30 minutes or just come up with some concept of how to solve it. And business simulation, it's rarely used, but I see there is a certain growth, especially for business related majors. So this is when you have like a scenario, you're running a company and you have to help this company to grow and you have to get some decisions. It's like a game-based simulation. And on the table below, you can see the competences that are usually assessed by the interviewers for different types of assessment. Not going to go too deeply into those. I think you can just take a photo or take a screenshot, or Petra's going to share this afterwards in the group of the event so that you know which test will be assessing what from you and what you have to show. And it's of course like in all types of assessment, you have to show leading and deciding. This is the most important quality. You have to be the leader. No matter if it is a group discussion or you're discussing one-to-one towards interviewer, you have to show your leadership. Okay, cool. That's all from my part. And thank you so much. And I will pass on to Eric or to Petros to introduce Eric again and his topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. That was very insightful. I had a comment throughout your presentation, but I'm going to leave it later for the Q&A. Okay, let's have Eric with his own slide to share some insights, and then we're going to move straight to the Q&A. So I would like everyone to type their questions in the chat box so that we can save time. Awesome. So let's welcome Eric.
Thanks. Thanks, Kate. Yeah. So, hi guys, I'm Eric, and currently I'm working for a headhunter company based in Shanghai right now, and covering like new energy vehicle, mining, and also like a chain hotel and another manufacturing industries. So it's a wide range for me. And today, I'm going to share something about something like what talents really want when they find a job, and also from employer side to say like what they really looking for when they seeking a new talent to join them. So as the first slide shows, you can see from the right top the chart, and the green one is this year's data, and the purple one is last year's. Compared with the last year, you can see the biggest difference is about the career development. So that means a lot of candidates or a lot of talents, no matter they are from foreign country or local Chinese students, they are looking for more about career development. They want to have a stable career life when they find a new roles. I mean, that is a big difference compared with last year, because this year we have this COVID-19 outburst at the beginning of the year.